I like how they added to the firing range where you can use any legend. Regardless if you have them or not, it would be awesome if they did that sort of thing, but with heirlooms. The heirloom glitch was so fire. I'm still on PS4. I lagged it so hard I got every one in the game, and they stayed on my account for a few days. Unfortunately, we will never see a free heirloom glitch again like we did in this video. And since you only have a less than 1% chance of actually getting a free heirloom, it's insanely hard and long for you to actually get one for free.
I got it! I got it! I got it!
Oh! We got a fucking heirloom!
Oh! Yo, we got... Oh! Oh my god! Yes! It's the heirloom! For the Wraith! Let's go! Oh! You see that, Kevin? That's why you don't quit!
But there is redemption for all the free heirloom grinders. As all of you should know, Respawn is running out of legends to give heirlooms to. As you guys should know, we only have 3 legends left to get an heirloom, with the exception of Newcastle getting his heirloom this season, which will be a sword. We just got Conduit, so that actually makes 4. There were always new ways to exploit the game and actually get heirlooms for free. And now that Respawn has patched all of that, and their plan to make more money off us with new heirlooms in collection events is slowly starting to backfire, they have decided to add a free heirloom to the game. You see, not too long ago, an ex-playtester came out of the blue and absolutely exploded in the community with the insane amount of leaks that he was opening up and revealing. He currently doesn't have his account anymore because he deleted it since EA and Respawn literally came after him. But he left us with some very dependable information about this free heirloom. This leaker's name is none other than Serum. On Apex Uncovered in Reddit, he came out telling everything we needed to know for some upcoming content. With Newcastle's sword he's getting and all the reskins they do, it's rare. Plus, they're working on an heirloom called Artifact Dagger. Not sure when it will be coming, but it's in the works. It's a universal heirloom for any character. Now, of course, people were skeptical. Who is this guy that just comes out of the blue and starts making all these claims? People start asking for some proof. They need a source for the claims that he was making. I've been posting comments on posts in the subreddit. No one believes me. Truly, I have no images, but I was a playtester for Apex since January. Now, we all know about the huge drama that went down when EA unexpectedly let go of a very large amount of playtesters earlier this year. Now, we also did mention that this free heirloom will be a grindable heirloom, very similar to the mini games we had for the Broken Ghost in Season 5 for Loba. We grind out the challenges and or missions and we received the heirloom. This was also backed up by Crowrindo when he mentioned it was in the game files, but he just couldn't give any more info, which is completely understandable. This is something that Respawn obviously doesn't want getting out to the public. However, the interesting part about this is that Serum was right about Newcastle's heirloom, as he was backed up by multiple sources about this, as well as everyone noticing that the Battle Pass logo is a tease for Newcastle's heirloom since it is a sword. EA then went after Serum, which ended up in him deleting his account. Now, if he were wrong about any of this info, EA wouldn't even care to bat an eye. We know how strict they've been lately when it's come to releasing new and big content earlier on beforehand. Serum was also right about Loba getting her prestige skin next, because his claim about this was backed up by a very formidable leaker in the community, Hypermist. A lot of people actually really like the idea of a free heirloom. You'd be able to customize it and use it on any legend of your choice. And the best possible example that we can see of this is from the once playable, now deceased Apex Mobile.
Now this is where it gets fun, right? We can start. Okay, this is definitely the coolest effect, no doubt. Gonna unlock that one. Texture, it's not bad. This one though, I kind of let's see what other textures we've got here. Let's go back. Can you choose the older textures? So let's, for example, equip this one. Oh, we can. I think we can. So of course I want this effect here. Of course we want this kill broadcast as well. Now what we're gonna do is go and buy, say, oh, wait, can we put the flame effect? We can't. The flame effect is exclusive to this one. Okay. How about this texture, right? Let's go back here, choose a different texture like this one, right? Just to test the waters here. Can we now go here and choose that texture? Okay, so textures are limited. We're gonna want to go for that texture, that effect.
Heirlooms from that game were actually free, especially Fate's heirloom, and it was a big deal. But instead of being called the heirlooms, they were actually called signature weapons, and you could customize them to your absolute preference. You didn't like the color? Change it. You want to upgrade it? Grind the game for it. The only catch with this is, you were capped on how many free upgrades you could do until you had to start paying for more advanced and better eye-catching upgrades. Kind of a lot like Destiny when you first get on for the first time as a free-to-play player, which most definitely sounds like something EA would love to do, since it's a new way of making money. We all know that Apex Mobile was also just technically a training ground for the base game. It was a place where Respawn tested certain things without it getting leaked for the main game as confirmed, as well as for them to do certain things and updates under the radar. Now, if you really put some thought into it, the addition of a universal or generic heirloom would absolutely be a great addition to the game. It would give a lot of free players the chance to experience what having an heirloom is really like before they go on ahead and buy one for a specific legend for themselves. Some people might like the free version because you'd be able to customize it to your liking. However, if there is one thing that we do now know, it's that the ratio to heirloom owners to non-heirloom owners is a massive difference. There are way more non-heirloom owners as compared to actual heirloom owners if you just had to estimate within the general community, especially since we're always getting new players each season, and we also get a lot of new and returning players as well. So a lot of people who have been playing for a long time also still don't have an heirloom without having put any kind of money into the actual game. Respawn knows that Apex is losing popularity slowly but surely, and the content releases are just getting slower and slower. They're delaying a lot of things, like new legends, new weapons. So they know that an addition like a free customizable heirloom behind a certain paywall after a period of time will be a great way to keep the player retention high, and will give a lot of people even more reason to actually come back to the game and play it again. We all know the release of Modern Warfare 3 is around the same time as we get Season 19. So if they think that dropping Newcastle's heirloom is going to be enough, then, well, we're in for another rough and very dry patch in Apex Legends. I personally think that the artifact dagger would help pull people back into the game despite other major competitors like Warzone, Valorant, and Fortnite trying to get as much players away from their own competitors like Apex back into their game. So have hope, my free heirloom grinders. It may have taken me 3 years to get my heirloom for free before I bought the recolor, but you'll have yours much sooner.